Good morning, students. Welcome to the virtual classrooms. We are studying the chapter number 6, Thermodynamics. In it, we are studying some basic terms. In our last lecture, we studied related to the internal energy. Today, we are going to study about the word work. Now, what is it? Work means, in our normal condition, we say that whatever we are doing it is known as work. Similarly, when we are doing it as in chemical thermodynamics, the work we do it into different ways. Here we are going to study a type of work in which system is going to convert itself from one form to the another form, during which heat transfer does not take place. So here we are going to study the adiabatic system. We are going to study about the adiabatic system. During the reaction, there is no change in heat between system and surrounding. During the reaction, there is no heat change between the system and surrounding. So such type of process, or it is known as adiabatic process or adiabatic system. Right? Now, to understand that factor, we can do it as in one of the experiment. What is done? As shown in your textbook, you can see that there is one isothermal components have been taken. That means we can say that thermos flask is taken. Now in that thermos flask, water is added. Now we know that thermos flask do not allow the heat to be transferred between the system and surrounding. So it is going to act as an adiabatic system. Now, it's being an adiabatic system, no heat transfer between the system and surrounding is taking place. And then we are trying to do, we will note its initial temperature. Suppose we write it as T1. If we take its initial temperature as T1, then its internal energy will be U1. Now, the water is present in it and we are going it for the reaction. Now, what will happen? How can we do it? So, in that case, we can say that when we are going it for the work can be done on water by two different ways. The first one, we'll say it as mechanical work. That means, in that case, what we will do it? We are not, it's a thermos flask, so no heat will be exchanged between system and surrounding. But still, what we'll do it? We'll take it as an that flask, that your thermos flask, like this. If it is there, we have taken it as an water in it. We will take this, water is poured in it, then it's been closed. It's a thermos flask, as an example, right? Now, if I keep on rotating it with a fast speed for the longer duration and keep on rotating it, that means the stirring is done inside the water. Now, after some times, after rotation of 500 or 1000 rotations, now just put it, and then by rotating it, the thermos flask, mechanical work is done on water. After that, final temperature is measured, which is T2, and internal energy will be U2. Then in that condition you can very easily say it that T2 will be greater than T1. You will be able to say it as T2 will be greater than T1, and that is delta T will be T2 minus T1. The change that we got it in the temperature, we can measure it as T2 minus T1. Similarly, if we will also find out U2 will be greater than U1, that means the change in internal energy will be U2 minus U1. Now this was the mechanical work that is done, right? We told it that we can do it into two different ways. After that, this one is mechanical work. We are not doing anything else. We are simply taking it as a thermos flask and keep on rotating it on its position. So water will be moving upward down, downward up, upward down, downward up, and so that this is a mechanical work. Rotation takes place and the temperature can be changed, right? Now this was the mechanical work. The second work that we do it, the second work is done as electrical work. The second one we are saying it is an electrical work. Now what we are going to do it in this, we will take the same thermos flask, but in such a way that we can put the electrode in it. We can pass the electrical current supplied in it, so that there is no exchange of heat in between the system and surrounding by itself. It's a thermos flask. It's a adiabatic condition, and now in it, if a simple small hole is done through which only a single electrical wire can be passed, and then we will supply the electric current on supplying electrical current, the initial temperature of water increases and will be T2 as final temperature. So again the same thing happens. If the temperature is increased, internal energy of the substance also increase. So here also you can say that delta T will become as T2 minus T1. Therefore delta U will be U2 minus U1. Right? So this shows that we can do the change in the internal energy of the substance, and therefore from both the conditions we can say that internal energy is a state function. From both the points we can see that internal energy of the substance is a state function, as well as from this we can see that when the work is done on the system, work is done on the system, we indicate it as W as positive. Work done on the system, it's shown with a positive sign, and work done by the system, W is shown with a negative sign. Okay, so this is going to be an important for us. Work positive means on the system, and work negative means by the system. Similarly, other state functions. we can say that volume, temperature, pressure are other state functions that also can be studied from it, right? But this was related to the work, or what is work, which is helping us to change the internal energy of the substance, right? The second term which is going to help us to change the internal energy of the substance, and that we are going to study in the form of heat. The next term that which is helping us to change the internal energy of the substance is heat. Heat also, it's symbolized by Q. Symbol used for it is Q. So the change in internal energy by heat change is given out into two forms. Q as positive, that is endothermic reaction. In this case, what is going to happen? System transfers heat to surrounding. System transfers the heat to the surrounding. That means the total amount of the heat, in system increases. Sorry, I wrote it as this one as surrounding transfers to system. That means total amount of the heat in the system increases, and that is the reason why we indicate it with the positive sign, right? Similarly, if we say it as Q is negative, exothermic reaction, that means system transfers heat to surrounding. Total amount of heat in system decreases, right? So this shows that Q is positive if it is an endothermic, Q is negative if it is an exothermic. So that will also help us to change the internal energy of the substances, right? So that is the another term which shows that internal energy of the substance can be changed. So from this, the overall change in internal energy can be written as delta U is equals to Q plus W. It can be indicated as Q plus W. Now, if Q is equals to 0, W equals to 0, that is delta U will become 0. That means there is no transfer of heat or no work done on the system or surrounding. Total remains 0. Then such system is considered to be as an isolated system, and that is known as first law of thermodynamics. This is known as first law of where you can say that heat can neither be created nor be destroyed. Total amount of the energy during the reaction, heat can neither be created nor be destroyed. Total amount of the energy in the universe remains same or constant. So that is considered to be as an first law of thermodynamics. Right? Okay, that was a different terms that we were studying it till now, that we are going to use it for thermodynamics. Now the next one that we are having it, that is the applications of the first law of thermodynamics. Right? Now before going it for the application of the first law of thermodynamics, what is the statement that we are going to write for the first law of thermodynamics? It's written as the total. We are going to write the first law of thermodynamics into different forms. The total energy of an isolated system. Total energy of an isolated system is constant. You can also say that energy can neither be created nor destroyed. Total energy of the universe remains constant. It's a different way. The words are being simply specified, but they are indicating one and the same thing. Right? Now, once we got it as in first law of thermodynamics, now we want to go for the applications. And for the application, today, the first one, we will be understanding it for how the work is going to be applied. Right? Why we are going to do it? We will do it with a derivation, a complete derivation that we will see it. Application of first law, and that is by the help of work. Now we already told that work, they can be divided into two. One is mechanical work and the other one is electrical work. We know it that there are two types of work. Just a moment ago we saw it that the work, we can do it as in two different ways, mechanical and electrical, right? But when we are studying about the gaseous component, only mechanical work come into an existence. When you will be studying related to the solutions, then electrical work can come. I can't supply the electrical energy into the gaseous components, right? We can supply the electrical energy into solutions. So importance of electrical work is when system is in form of solutions, while importance of mechanical work is when system is in gaseous form, right? So we are going to consider the work. We will today in the thermodynamics, we will be going it first of all for the mechanical work. The first law becomes an important for gaseous component, mechanical work. So we will study only mechanical work, right? We will study about the solutions later on. So first of all, we will go it for mechanical work, considering a gaseous system. So we will consider only mechanical work at present. We are going to state only for the mechanical work. Now when we are doing it as a mechanical work, and I am taking a gaseous component in a cylinder, as shown in your figure, as shown in your textbook, in the figure, it's shown to you that there is a cylinder that is taking. In the cylinder some gas is filled with a pressure P. Now the pressure is applied by the help of the piston onto this cylinder in such a way that the volume inside reduces but the pressure increases, and the pressure inside the container becomes equivalent to the outer atmospheric pressure. So pressure is taken out. The pressure is taken as P external, right? So volume change, we are going to get it as a length into area. That is what we told. We are taking it as a cylinder. We are applying a pressure onto the cylinder. So by applying the pressure, we are reducing the length as well as the area which is covered by the gas is also reduced. So we are going to get it as delta V equals to L into A. Right. Now we applied to reduce the pressure. We have reduce the volume and make the pressure equal to external pressure. We applied the pressure. Pressure will be equals to force per area. Right. So can I write it as force applied is equals to pressure into area. Now pressure we have taken it as P external. We have taken it pressure as P external. Area we have written it as A. So force is equals to P external into E. Right? Okay. Now this was the force that we are applying it. That means we are doing some work on that system. That is work done. So what is work? We know it. Work is equals to force per force into displacement. Now what is force? We got it as force is equals to P external into A. And what is displacement? Displacement means we will be how much the gas has been displaced. So we will get it as L. So can I write this as P external into delta V? That is work. Right? So this can be indicated as W is equals to P external into delta V. Right? If W is negative, then it indicates work is done by the system. If W is negative, work is done by the system. That means this shows that volume increases. Volume of the system increases. So if volume is increased, final volume is greater than initial volume. Right? Volume increase, work done by the system. Volume increases. If W is positive, then it indicates work is done on the system. Work is done on the system. This indicates, this shows that volume decreases during the reaction. Right? So, now very easily, if it is told to me that this was the initial volume and this is the final volume, by seeing only the volume, I can very easily recognize that work is done on the system or by the system. Because if V1 is greater than V2, work is done on the system. If V1 is less than V2, work is done by the system. That can be indicated very easily. Now let's see its further step. This is our first equation. Now let's see how it is being integrated, and that will give me an expanded form of this equation. Now we know it that we got it as P external into delta V, right? Integrating it. equation W is equals to P external into delta V. If we integrate it, then this change in the volume, I am indicating it as VI VF with respect to dV, that is equals to work, right? V initial, V final. So we got it as change in volume. But at the same time we also know that P external is equals to P initial plus dP. P external equals to P initial plus dP, that is the pressure that was being done, initial pressure, and then by applying the force the pressure was changed. So substituting that value, we get it as VI VF P initial into dP plus dV. But the value of dP plus dV is very small. dP plus dV is very less, so we indicate it as dP only. So what will happen? W is equals to integration of VI VF P initial, right? We are getting it as P initial, and that is dV. We indicate it as dV only, right? But we are considering it constant. Now we know it that PV is equals to nRT. So P is equals to nRT by V. So can we substitute the value in the given equation? So we get it as W equals to VI VF nRT dV by V, right? What is this value indicated as? We will be getting it as ln. This is nRT VI VF dV by V. These are the constant terms, so taken outside. Taking outside the constant term, we got it as nRT ln VF by VI. So now the equation we got it as W is equals to nRT ln VF by VI. If I want to remove this ln, we get it as 2.303 nRT log VF by VI. Right? Now, during this whole equation, negative sign is indicated to know whether reaction is whether work is done by the system or on the system, right? So only negative sign is indicated to predict it. So it's not any kind of an mathematical term for us, right? So we get it as W is equals to this, where negative sign is only to predict whether the work is done by the system or on the system. It's not any mathematical term. Simply it's only for prediction. Our mathematical terms will be 2.303 nRT log VA log VF by VI. This is the particular equation that we are going it for, use it for the numericals, right? So this is what we did it for the work, one of its application through which we can predict it whether the reaction is done by the system or on the system. Another terms that we will take it in our next lecture. Thank you.